1, 2, 3. I guess I'll just get into it. Today I'm going to be doing sleeving some of these photo cards that I've got. I have quite a hefty stack to get through because I've been buying a lot and trading a lot. These are all 17 cards because I've been really trying to work on my 17 collection. And yeah, these are the sleeves that I use. Pretty generic, Dragon Shell Clear Classic. I have some coloured ones in here, but I don't really use coloured sleeves for any of my collections. And then these are the penny sleeves I use. They're like mini perfect. I don't know the brand, I think it's Japanese, but they're like really thin, you know, penny sleeves obviously. So yes, I put one of these on normal ways and then I put them in these upside down. Yeah, I say pretty much all my cards like that. So these are the cards that I'm going to be sleeving. However, I'm going to do them in a weird order. They are in order of how I'm going to put them away in my binder as well. But I think I'm going to do these ones first. I have these three. Okay. Let me put this over here. I have these three Woozy cards, and I actually have all of my Woozy cards. They used to be in my Misc 17 like collection area, but I've recently moved them out of there and they're just sitting in my deck box because I've been considering moving my Woozy collection to like its own binder, like an A5 binder or maybe a collect book, because it really doesn't look like that much. But I have these and I also have more coming, so that's what I've been thinking about doing. So yeah, I think I'm going to sleeve these first because these are not going in my main binder. While I do this, because sleeving is a little bit boring, I am going to be answering some questions just because this channel is quite new, so I want to make it more interesting. So yeah, let's do these in a second, but let's first do these Woozy cards, and while I sleeve these, I'm going to answer the question, how did I get into K-pop and why and when, sorry. I'm actually quite like what would be considered a new K-pop fan because I've only been into K-pop since 2022, specifically June 2022, so almost 2 years. I got into it in the summer of 2022 because a lot of my friends were into it. They were really like Stray Kids, a lot of them liked ATEEZ as well. So I was in that sort of space. But before I really got into it, I was very judgmental. Like, I think it's quite a common thing to be judgmental about. A lot of people are very judgmental of K-pop and BTS especially. So I was a bit like, that's kind of like weird. Like, I would never be into that, which is so fucking ironic. And then it was just the summer, I was on my way to work and I worked these like terrible shifts that were like 7 in the morning and it just made me want to die. And so I was like, I need some epic jams to listen to while I walk to work. And I went onto Spotify and they have the K-pop on playlist, which is basically just like a K-pop chart. And I went in there and I shuffle played, and the song that came on was Beautiful Monster by Stacey, and that changed my life a little bit because I do absolutely love that. This card is so cute. I do absolutely love that song to this day, and Stacey is still my alt to this day, so really it did change my life. And I listened to that, and then the next song that came on after that, I was like, this is amazing. The next song that came on after that was oh my god, what was it? Oh yeah, Fearless. Was it Unforgiven? No, Fearless by the Seraphim, which had just come out. Like, the Seraphim had just debuted, so I was like, this is amazing as well. And then there were some songs that I don't remember, like, not because they were bad, but they were just a little bit unforgettable. What orders does this go in? Is it Attica? I know it is before Attica and before Your Choice, right? I know it is kind of old. Oh, sorry, I'm so dumb. And then this one, and then FML. Okay, that is my Woozy collection all sleeved up. As I said, I'm thinking of moving him to his own binder, so that's why he is separated. There we go. Now onto these other cards. Anyway, so I was listening to the K-pop on playlist and I was like, this is really good. I really enjoyed a lot of the girl group songs on there. And I was like, let me listen to some more, and eventually I just fell down the rabbit hole. As for the next question, which is what groups do I collect and what groups do I stan, my two alt groups are 17 and Stacy. I just love their music, I love all their content, their vibe, I love everything about both of those bands. And so those are my two alts, but I also would say that I stan Twice, Stray Kids, maybe Le Sserafim as well, and I listen to, and probably NCT Dream as well, and I do listen to just a huge plethora of artists that I don't necessarily stan. I have my massive K-pop playlist, which is like 2,000 songs in it from so many different artists, so I do have a very wide listening variety. The only groups that I stan, I would say, are those 5, and the groups that I collect, I own albums for 17, Stacy, Twice, Stray Kids, TXT, Le Sserafim, New Jeans, BTS, and some more. Who else do I own? P1 Harmony. I own just like random albums. Basically my mantra for K-pop collecting is if I like the album, like the songs, I will just buy the album. Like, not all the time, obviously within reason, but I'm not like, it's not like, oh, I don't stan that group so I can't buy the album, or I don't know the name so I can't buy the album. Like, I'll just buy, if I think the songs are good, I'll buy the album. And I think that helps me not buy albums that I don't like. So for example, I own a lot of 17 albums, and I know a lot of 17 collectors buy every single album, but if they were to release an album that I didn't like, I wouldn't buy it because I think that's just a waste of money and a weird way to collect. Like, you do you if that's what you want to do, but I just don't want to collect like that. However, 17 have never flopped, so I do own a lot of their albums. So I'm trying to push the air out, because if you double sleeve, sometimes they get air trapped in them and it annoys me. Oh, this card is so gorgeous. Anyway, so yes, I would say that I collect 17 and Stacy are my main groups. However, I do own cards and albums for other groups. Those are just my main two. Who are my biases in these groups and who do I collect? In 17, I basically have 4 biases these days. My alt bias for any group or any idol ever is Dino. Here he is. Gorge. And so for 17, when I decided to start collecting and actually like make templates and stuff, I wanted to collect 3 members because I wanted them to be able to sit in a 9 pocket page like nicely. So I decided to do Dino, DK, who's my second bias, and then V8, who I don't know if I would say he's my third bias, but he was my first bias in 17. Like, when I first started watching 17 content, I was like, wow, V8 is my bias, right? So now it's more DK and Dino, but I do just collect V8 as well because I think loads of his cards are really cute, and he was my first bias. And then my fourth bias, who is actually my third bias, but if I count V8 in my top 3, sorry, it's so contrived. Anyway, is Woozy. As you saw, I have my Woozy collection. So in my main binder, which is an A4 binder and has 9 pocket pages, I collect V8, DK, Dino like that in rows for each era, and then I have Woozy separately. And the way I collect for eras, I don't collect all the cards for each of those members. I don't collect any idol like entirely. What I do for 17 is for each of the members that I collect, so the DK, Dino, I collect 1 card per era, within like with some exceptions. Like, I collected for FML, I collected more cards, and for 17th Heaven I did as well. And then also, as you can see, I do collect a couple of OG13 sets. So this is one of the OG13 sets that I've got right now. I'm still missing S-Coops and Wonu. I cannot find them to save my life, so I don't have them right now, but I do have these 2. These cards are very hard to find. So yeah, and there are a few other OT13 sets that I do collect. Then for Stacy's a bit different because I don't collect them as seriously as I do for 17. My biases in Stacy are Sumin and Jay, and what I do is essentially I just keep the pull. I buy all their albums if I like it, which I always do because Stacy literally never misses. And then I just selectively buy cards that I think are cute for really any other members if I like it enough, but usually it's just Jay and Sumin because those are my top. My Stacy collection is much smaller than my 17 collection. I would say, like, if I had to order my alts, 17 would be my alt group, and then Stacy are like my second alts. It's mostly just because Stacy just have much less content than 17. Like 17 have Going 17, they go on a lot of variety shows, and it's all translated to English, so I can understand. Whereas Stacy, they don't have variety show, or they used to, I think, but like it wasn't translated to English, so I just couldn't watch it, and it just like made me sad. But I do really love Stacy. Stacy I've seen live, whereas 17 I have not. So like it's just a different type of collection, but I do keep Stacy in my A4 binder with my 17 cards. Both of my alts are in that binder, and then all of my other cards that I have are in this collect book, which is like not my favorite, but this just keeps like, I have quite a lot of Twice cards, and then Stray Kid, wait, where's Stray Kid though? G-Idol, I forgot I had a G-Idol. New Jeans, you know, the Seraphim, Stray Kids, TXT, Enhypen, I forgot I had Enhypen cards as well. Basically, I just keep all my other random cards in here because they were clogging up my A4 binder, so I don't love that binder, but I might get a new one. This is another OT13 set that I'm collecting, is for their 17's new album. Oh, so gorge. Anyway, what was another question? How do you collect? I've already explained that. I collect very selectively. I also collect quite slowly. I am a student, so I don't have that much money. So I prefer to trade, which is quite difficult these days on Instagram. I do have a trade seller Instagram though, if you would like to follow me. I'll put it in the description. I only trade with Europe currently because of shipping prices, but that might change, I don't know. I do sell as well. I have a few cards that I'm looking to sell or trade, so if you are Europe based, I mean anyone can really follow my account, but I can only really trade with Europe based accounts. So this Woozy, I'm kind of debating whether I want to put him with these guys or with the OT13 set, because the way it works out is if I have my top 4 biases in their own space, then I can fit the rest of the OT13 set, because there's 9 remaining members. I can just fit them on a 9 page, so it honestly makes more sense if I put Woozy in his own. Yeah, I might put him there. Let's go. Yeah, what else did I have to talk about? Yeah, as I was saying, I'm still a collector. I love to trade. I do buy actually quite a lot because I just have bad impulse control, but I do prefer to trade. I think it's really fun. Another thing is, what sort of videos could you expect from me? And I guess it would be more like this. Also putting away photocard videos, unboxings, things like that, because those are the videos that I really enjoy watching on YouTube for K-pop content. So I would say, oh my goodness, I love this card. So I would say that sort of thing. Although if you have any recommendations or things you want to see or binder tour or stuff like that, even stuff that's related, sorry, not related to K-pop, you can suggest it and I will try to. Ew, this card is dirty. What the hell, did I do that? I don't think I did. I think I just bought it dirty, which I should have known because I should have watched the video. I think I did watch the video, I just didn't really care. I bought 2 cards yesterday that they're Going 17 cards, which usually go for about £6 because they're quite old. But she was selling them for £2 each, and I was like, why are these so cheap? And she sent me the videos and they were like hella damaged. Like they had blue tack stains on the back and they were like bent out of shape. But honestly, I don't really care if cards are damaged. Like, it honestly just gives it more character. This card is so adorable as well. Gorge. So I just bought them because it was £2 each for 2 like going 17 cards. I was like, that's a steal. Yeah, it was a Dino going 17, and then the one where it was one of the unit cards with Dino. I think he's with June, I don't know. But they're like doing like kissy faces. They were really cute cards, and the damage is on the back, so like I can't even see it. So who cares? Anyway, I have a bunch of cards. As you can see, most of these are Dino DK8, some are Woozy as you saw, and then randomly I do just have this sunk one. I bought this as a set. It was like a bundle on Vinted. I needed one of the cards, and so I just bought it, and this came with it, and honestly it's a really cute card with the blue hair. Like, I might just keep it. I have put it up for trade on my Instagram for any of the Attica cards that I'm missing. I have the 8th Attica card, but I need Dino and DK still. So I put it up for trade, and if someone wants to trade it, I'll trade it. But for now, it's going on my binder because it's cute. I didn't even know he had blue hair. Like, that's so fun. This card is so funny as well. My flatmates can hear me talking to myself. That's so embarrassing. Ooh, we'll hold on to the exciting ones in a bit. So the last album card. Actually, I think this is an album card as well, but it's a Japanese album card, so... Anyway, so here is where we get into non-album cards. Pre-order benefit. Oh, that's actually an album card. Is that an album card? It's a 13 tapes card. I recently realized I didn't really own any non-album cards, even for my alt, you know. So I was like, let me buy some, and I bought some of these really cute cards, and this the 8 one, because this outfit, gorge, like, he looks so good. Anyway, so I've put them in like vague order. I have no idea if this is the right order. It's like Falling Flower, I think, came out in 2020. I don't know. Your choice. What the hell was that? Sector 17, FML, Dino's 13 tapes, and then this is a Follow Tour trading card, which I got for free from one of the girls that sold me. I think she sold me this, and she gave this to me for free. I was like, wow. So I'm gonna sleeve these. I'm gonna sleeve them normally, even though some of them are like really thick. Like, this is a lucky draw, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a Soundwave lucky draw, round 2 maybe, I don't know. And this one's thick as well. This might be a lucky draw as well, or yeah, I think it is. Anyway, and then some of them are really thin, like that one. So yeah, it's interesting, because as I said, I don't really own any. I think I own one Le Seraphim pre-order benefit, and that was because it was cheap, so I just bought it. And I thought it was really weird that I didn't own any non-album cards for like my alt, so I was like, let me just buy some. This is a Japanese card. I'm not sure if it's Falling Flower. I thought it was a pre-order benefit, but then I got it and I was like, whoa, it says, yeah, Japanese second single. So that is fun. I don't collect Japanese cards, but I mean, I do if they are available and reasonably priced. Next is this one. This is one of my favorite cards. I'm also in a group order for DK's version of this card because I think this whole set is so beautiful. So I want to maybe collect my top 3, although the 8s is kind of hard to find. Also, they're expensive. I bought this one for £7 on Vinted, which I thought was expensive, but then the group order that I'm in is for £12.50 for one card, but they are like really good quality, so maybe I forgive them. Too big for the mini sleeves though. Anyway, yeah, I don't really collect non-album cards that seriously. I just collect them, like, again, if I think they're nice or I think their card is cute, I'll get it. For the example, this one. This is one of my favorite Dino cards, probably of all time. I really love the outfit. I don't know what the outfit is from, like, what event was it? It's not from a music video. I don't know. I don't know what the hell it's from, but I really love this card. This one as well, like, this outfit, amazing. I actually see these cards for sale quite often on Mercari, so I was like, I could collect my top 3 for them. But I don't really like Woozy's outfit is kind of bad, and for some reason I don't like DK's either, so I can't really do that. Anyway, that is an FML. I don't actually know what it is, but it's got this thing on it, I don't know. And then this is not a this is a concert card. It's for their Tokyo Dome that they did last May, Tokyo Dome concert. which is actually funny because they did a concert in Japan literally yesterday in Osaka, which is so fun, and they're doing another one tonight. It's so big, it's way too big for this penny sleeve. Will it fit in the dragon shield? Barely. Wow, that's interesting. I need a big sleeve for it, but I don't have one, so it's just gonna have to go with that for now. This is such a beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Big as well. I don't own Dino's 13 tapes. I was gonna get it in December, but I was kind of broke at the time because it's like Christmas time. And I was like, they're just gonna have it for ages because Vernon's The 13 Tapes is like widely available still at K-Stars or at Socolab. So I was like, it's just gonna be the same. Like, Dino is not a super popular member, but then it sold out in like 3 days, and like I've not been able to find it, and so I'm gonna have to get it secondhand, which is annoying. But I'm also trying to get Woozy's The 13 Tapes, which is insanely hard to find. Oh my goodness. Like, for I've only seen it listed once, and because I wasn't a carrot when it was released, so I've only seen it listed once, and it was for 50 euros, and I was like, I don't have the funds. Like, that's like double what the original price was, and it's secondhand, and it doesn't come with a PC. It's like, is that worth it? I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep this follow trading card because I just got it as a freebie. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it here for now. Anyway, that is all the cards that I have sleeved today. They look so beautiful now that they're sleeved, and I'll be putting them away potentially in another video. I will, oh my god, show myself putting them away, because I really do love to watch those types of videos. However, I don't have enough cards. Like, when people do those videos, they have like massive amounts of cards, and this is all I have. I don't know how many cards it is. Wait, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is 30 cards, and then with my Woozies it's probably like 45 maybe, which is a lot of cards for me, but for these videos, like, people usually have like hundreds of cards. But I might just do a small one. Yeah, that is all for today, I think. Let's celebrate that. Yay!